Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of the MRL Challenger Series. Here for race number 2 of the season at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The old Atlanta, the proper Atlanta, in my opinion. Of course, we are in for a treat. I feel like I've been saying that for every single track so far that we've been to, but I mean it this time. A treat in the sense of a good old-fashioned racing. We just last week had our Daytona winner. Congrats again to Sauce. He is right there. He is our first person in on the playoffs. And now here we are at Atlanta. Another home track for some of our drivers here tonight. Sauce being one of them, but also Agent Orange. He's around there somewhere. There he is in that number 48 machine for GMI. We've had a couple updates over the week. Very funnily, actually. You may notice if we go on down here, RS Meatwagon is not in the 41. He's actually back in the 1. We actually had a very interesting story with quote unquote Scout Bonk. He wasn't actually Scout. I find that incredibly funny. It was actually a person that was not permitted to race in the league, decided to go above and beyond and create an entire new account impersonating Scout, and he quickly got the boot. So I thought that was funny. But because of that, the 1 is now back in the, or I guess the Xander is now back in the 1's hands, and just in time too. We are rolling, so let's get a good applause for our drivers. Thank you all so much for coming on out. There is one of our home track guys right there. We have Agent Orange in the chat. But yeah, very interesting story how all of that went through. I find it hilarious, actually. Starting on pole is Wildcard Coyote. Excellent work by him in order to get that pole. Of course, both them with BMM Motorsports as well as Two-Man Army, essentially a 6-car team. Of course, they're sister teams working with one another. So they are actually going to be working hand in hand in order to try to see what they can do here. Having a great start. Having a great start to the season. Story Square as well making an appearance in the chat. Should take it as a compliment. Yeah, I guess, but I find the entire situation was hilarious, and honestly, I don't think we ever are going to see something like that ever again. So with that, let's load back in on right here, and we can actually go through our full qualifying results before we go back into the race mode. So, of course, like I said, Wildcard Coyote is on pole position here tonight. Eventually, it will load. There we go. Took a little bit, but we got there. Looks like we have a P2 being Chapman. Excellent work by him. We have Bassbuck being in P14. Brian SP being the last one in before DNQ's start. And we're going to miss it. Oh, we always are late with this. Joining us up here in the as a in-race streamer is going to be Bassbuck, so definitely want to keep an eye out on him as we load on in here. I apologize, guys. We are racing right now. Oh, we missed the start. Oh, my goodness. Get back in here. Coyote automatically with a great start to get back into the lead here. Very interesting position here because with low draft being on, it's honestly better to race Atlanta like you would a normal track. You don't really want to run it like a super speedway, meaning crowd that yellow line and basically hope and pray. You essentially want to run it as much as high as possible here. So I'm looking at like the 22, the 8 of just up the track a ways. The 3 of Beatty, of course, making his start here. He's a lot of these drivers are going to quickly find out that why this is called a Challenger Series as we just kind of circle on through right now. Low draft being one of them, but also just the stack level of talent here. The 14 of Brink as well, kind of getting popping off the apron right there. Everyone going to quickly find their way through. The 18 kind of dropping back to the rear a little bit was one of those drivers that kind of got popped right there on that backstretch. But this field will quickly kind of filter on through. And there is Story Square right there. So he is going to be joining us, I guess, as a, I guess, a impromptu in-race streamer. He's, of course, in YouTube land right there. But there he is, that number 32 for Underdog, trying to make his first start with us here tonight. Of course, as we just kind of cycle on through the field, you can see that everyone kind of finding themselves on the bottom, the 38 being the only lonely person up top. But, however, much like last, I guess much like other tracks before, that top side will quickly find to be the preferred lane on the backstretch. And you can already see how quickly this field is spreading on out right now. A full field of 20 here. King Henry, quick note, is a Liv Morgan fan. He changed his name, so that is why we have a King Henry up here. This is not a new driver. It's not a person that just joined the league. No, this is Liv right here. So just keep an eye out for that. This number 7 also looking to make his first start of the season here. In fact, actually, up here in the up through all of this, we have only previously 18 people out of the 30 people that actually signed up racing here so far. The last person in on points currently is Brink with 19, and there he is right in that number 14 machine, a little bit ways in the back right there, but no harm, no foul. We still have a little bit of ways to go here as we have plenty of time here in stage 1. This stage will be a lot of work though, as Bass comes on around still in P15, still a single file train, but these guys will quickly find themselves getting a little bit racy as right now we see a little bit of team games up in the front. That is 45 laps to go in stage 1. So we see a lot of team games kind of being formed right here. Liv in the back trying to find his way right there. Just Ken as well, quickly looking pretty strong right here. I do believe Just Ken is going to be making his first start. No, he was actually in it last week. I apologize about that. Oh no, I was right. He actually is making his first start tonight, so apologies. But yeah, definitely you can definitely make some stuff work, but you have to really play it safe and really make sure that you are planning your moves efficiently. You don't just go willy-nilly here, and that is why we like to call this the Challenger Series. Essentially, you want to really be able to plan out your moves accordingly. You can see right here that the 7 of Liv being a little bit of slicer and dicer right now, trying to make something work. Unfortunately, no one quite ready to go. The 8 of Hamilton getting crazy loose right here, and essentially you can just see right now that everyone is starting to start to separate themselves, kind of going on through the entire field. We already have a little bit of a separation between the top 5, pass being made by the 22 in order to get in front of the 48 right there. And you can see just in the back of this frame right here, the Bassbuck as well getting another spot on the 8 of Hamilton as he goes to the outside. It's going to be very close here, especially as we get to pit stops. Each stage, we are expecting at least one pit stop here, and tire wear is at a premium, especially without this draft being one big long train as we're seeing here. Everyone is going to filter on through and get a little bit farther and farther back. So like I said, you have to really plan out your moves accordingly and be able to position yourself in the right place at the right time. But definitely, though, thank you all so much for coming on out. I do want to make a quick stat line before we move on in with the rest of our regularly scheduled broadcast here. Coyote, this is his first pole of the season, so he will get into the Clash next season when we start up our Saturday, Monday series again. So congrats to him. He's going to be able to get that right there. Monster in that 38, getting a little slicey and dicey right there. The 32 is going to try to get to the outside here. He can make it work, like I said, but you can see that momentum shift is going to favor the 38 as he is going to get back to the bottom. The 32 will just kind of have to follow. But a big stack up right here will actually allow for a bit of a move if he does so choose. Coming up through the 38 can choose to go to the bottom of the 48, but is choosing to not do so. Very patient by all of these guys here in this single file line. That is probably the best thing we like to see. As we do move up forward, here is last week's winner in the number 9 of Sauce. Definitely trying to make something work. The 1 went below the 6 right there, trying to make something work, but got cut off. So he is kind of stuck behind right there. The 13 leading, P13 is now in that second pack. You can see that the 18 of Bass kind of leading the way right here, and a big checkup right there. That's going to make Just Ken lose the outside. In the 38, it's going to get loose off of the apron, and that will definitely help things out right here, as that this first pack is now going to break up into two. Again, like I said, little mistakes here and there, and you will definitely find yourself at a serious disadvantage. The 00, though, quickly finding himself back up right there in the 30 is actually going to be hit coming off the corner. No harm, no foul. That's actually going to cost him a position. But at the end of the day, the 00 still going to be caught up on the outside, quickly making his way forward. He's going to quickly find a hole up in front of the 18, trying to get himself fighting with P12. Absolute scenes here. The 22, though, getting caught on out with that whole conundrum as well. That is now the new owner of Mopawa, being transferred from Season 1 champ of a UK, Mopawa Cat, in case you don't know that name. Mopawa now. Funny story with that, actually. He was actually Scout, or quote-unquote Scout, was actually the fourth member of Mopawa, so unfortunately now they are a 3-card team, which actually may not hurt them all that much if you think about it in the long run here. So these guys kind of are definitely championship caliber teams, and they just need to have a little bit of a good night here at the end of it. So yeah, let's give it up for Mopawa, as they are currently in the team standings, 3rd place, 20 points on back from two-man army. Memory and actually, like I said, they're a sister team to BMM, but Memory and we have as well Blackout, which is the 6. Let's actually go on board with the 6, actually, as we kind of move forward. There he is in P5, are a part of the two-man army. Ooh, big aggressive move by the 48 to try and get that spot made on the 22. Going to quickly find himself motored on out, and the 48 is going to go wide and into the grass, and that will be a huge momentum loss. Big group right here. We can see that the 32 to the outside, the 38 also making some work here, some hay on the outside as well. And we're seeing some super speedway racing here. Big move by the 38, actually tapping the wall a little bit. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. You actually can get side-by-side racing right here. You just have to have the proper person to lead the way. You can see the 32 try to cut in line right there, but the 20 is still there. Mike G is still there. He's going to have the inside lane, and as we kind of shift on through the corner, the 38 really cutting it close with how close he wants to get to the inside, and he will be all the way pushed back to the behind the 8 ball here, all the way in the back. I do not think... I don't think we are missing anyone here. Let's kind of go on through the field and see if anyone has lagged out already. There's a 14, the 11, and the 36 are drafting with one another. Coyote still leading the way here. Unfortunately, no points are given to the fastest lap, but so far so good. Pit stops are going to be crucial here. Let's take a look at Bassbuck to see how close. Yep, 8 laps to go on fuel, and we only have a few laps before tires are going to give way. We're looking at 32, 33 right now, so these guys are definitely going to be at a premium when it comes to both tire and fuel. Currently, though, it is a BMM two-man army show, sweeping the top 5 currently, so definitely it is all about team games. But however, this can all come undone based on when you come on down and how aggressive you do so. Unlike Daytona, where you have to pit with at least another person, out here you don't have to. You are basically at the mercy of anyone else that you want to run with, and because of that, you can actually pick up some spots or lose some spots depending on how much you want to actually pick your battles when getting on the pit road. But with the line, with the field as separated as much as it is, I'm definitely curious as to who will be the first one to pull the trigger. A lot of these guys are going to be pitting at the same time, but remember, look for those signals for anyone to make their pit stop known. So these guys are going to have to really push the limit here. The 18 of Bass on the outside, trying to make the move on the outside of the 00. Going to get back in line with the 20 of Mike G. The 32 getting a little bit loose behind the 38. Maybe there's a little bit of checkup on his screen that we weren't quite privy to. But 5 more laps of fuel is what I'm seeing from our in-race streamer of Bassbuck. So these guys are definitely going to be pitting here sooner rather than later. Let's go back on board with someone in our front draft here. There we go. Wildcard Coyote still leading the way. Chapman currently in P2, still P2. Bcomp P3, still in P3. Got him. P4, still in P4. And Blackout. Top 5 are the only ones that are still in the positions that they started in. Wonderful team effort so far, but don't look now. The back 4, the top 9 split. We may be starting to see some people bow out right there. Maybe get out of line a little bit. Nothing quite yet. How about the second pack? We have tires. Tire light already on right now. No one wanting to make that hard left turn yet. The 9 sauce is going to give way to the outside. The 22 going to take that opportunity to try and make a little something happen. He's going to the rear of the field right here. So this is going to be our rear of this front pack. And we do actually have some people already down in pit lane right now. We have one person that is on pit lane. The 7 of King Henry, that is Liv, already making his first stop of the night. The 38 as well may have already pit right here. Now we're seeing a lot of these guys coming on down. No one from this first pack, I do not think. Let's take a look here. No one from this first pack, but we do have a couple people signaling up ahead. Hamilton, definitely one of those drivers here, kind of making a lone start all the way down there. We're going to be on board with Gotham here to see if anyone in this front pack will be making that sharp left turn. We see 21, the 66, making it very clear. Same thing with the 6. The 4 and the 2 are going to stay on out additional lap. So everyone behind is going to have to be really careful. They made it perfectly clear that they are signaling. Top 3. The 6, unfortunately, got kicked on out a little bit too late in order to go the distance. So a little bit of a conundrum right behind here. The 1 trying to pick up the pieces right here, and he will. Spot for him. So now we're looking at these guys all coming on down. This time everyone's going to be signaling, at least you think. The 22, the 1 is not actually. The 22 will. Everyone else won't. No one else signaled. Very interesting how this is going to turn on out here, ladies and gentlemen. Some people were deciding to save during that whole stint. The 6 is now going to get kicked on out because of that. And look at that. The 18 mass entry here on pit road. The 22 leading this stint right here. The 38 as well, kind of cycling on through. The 9 now. Everyone else, the 1 is going to be the Lone Ranger here for this field. Coming on down. Right now, the 4 B-Comp is our leader, and the 1 will be by himself, so he has to really watch himself, and there we go. Everyone else can be coming on down very, very cautiously for a lot of these guys. Of course, this is the first pit stop of the night. Everyone trying to make it on their own strategy. On board with Hamilton right now. This is one of our first cars that did come on down right here. We have Bassbuck that sped coming on down pit lane, so that is why he is still on the pits, and as we see right here, it is so tough because that is going to be a huge penalty. Let's see if there's anything with oh no, actually nothing in the Discord yet. Very surprised actually. So there is the entire field right there. Let's go on board with our leader eventually. No, eventually. There he is. So while everyone else is coming on off of the pits, the 1 is entering. So this is everyone passing him right now. There goes the 22. They are getting his lap back. So excellent job by them trying to make their way forward and getting a little bit of track position now. Very, very tight all the way around. And as we can see, this definitely spread out the field. Some have fresher tires, some not. The 22 tried to get the advantage on the 48 right there. Unfortunately, that is not going to be a real threat for him. But as we come on around, everyone, the 4 is probably going to lead the way right here because I am not seeing where the 21 is. The 21, I may have sped. We'll have to see. Let's try to find him, actually. There's Packers, BD, Brian SB. Oh, there they are, all the way in the back. They may have sped, which is why we are seeing Coyote and all of them all the way back here. Unfortunate for him, but that is exactly what we are talking about. Risk versus reward. How much do you want to push the envelope? So, because of that, the 21 and the 66, who had such a firm grasp on their strategy, is now going to be maybe even outside of stage point territory, because we have our leader right here, the 4 B comp and the 2 of Blackout, or got him, I should say. My apologies. And these guys are definitely still fast. Don't get me wrong, but they're going to be very lonely. They don't have nearly as much help as they had before. The 48, though, is definitely climbing right here, trying to make a little something happen. The 22 also trying to make a little something happen. The 6 latching on with the 1 who has the freshest tires in the field. So the 6 doing an excellent job trying to make up a little bit of track position here. Currently, this is P6, P7 right here that we're on board with. The 7 actually hitting the apron right there. Unfortunately, not getting a lot of momentum gain right there. That's definitely not going to help him on out. The 6 may want to draft with him, may want to pass him here. He looked like he was trying to pass, and that is unfortunately going to hurt them both, as they're now going to be on board with that. Still, speaking of on board, the 48 is actually catching the 2's draft right here. So while these guys are rocking and rolling, we actually have a spicy battle for P1 and P2. The 2 is starting to fall off the pace of the 4, but the 48 is picking up those pieces and getting all of this to maybe even the lead. Let's see here. Gio, I'm actually seeing. I'm actually hearing Gio is actually helping Bass out with a little bit of motivational work. Of course, we have Bass speeding on pit road. He's not going to be in danger of losing a lap here, mind you. But he is going to be losing a lot of track position. P17 all the way in the back. Not the start that he would have wanted for our defending series champion. The 48, though, catching the 4 and the 2, leaving the 2 in the dust. That actually may be a position for the 9 here, as the 9 is starting to get up a little on that wheel and get a little something here. This is all coming about as a where do you pit here? Do you want to be able to do you want to pit early and get the track position, or do you want to pit late? Looks like right now, pitting late has been the work right here. The 48 has been able to track on down the 4 and the 2. Meanwhile, the 6, at the same time, the same strategy, is actually lost touch with the 1, is now falling in danger of the 20 of Mike G. A little bit behind the pack right here, we have the 00, and then, don't look now, but Packers! Where did he come from? The 11 of Packers also up here trying to make a little something happen. On board with Liv Morgan fan right here, King Henry, in P18. I know that because Bass is in P17, just in front of the wave. The 48 is going to try to make a little something happen here. The 4 is going to have his help with the 2, but quickly, if you don't link on up, the 4 is now going to be in danger of losing the lead right here. And Agent Orange, Nathan, going to try to take the lead right here. A little bit of touch right here, and he is going to get that done. But now that's going to put himself in danger because now he has teammates right behind him. He's putting himself at a risk for taking that lead. So the 48, tactical decision to put himself there. He's basically betting on himself that, hey, you know what? I have the pace in order to get this done. And essentially, by them battling like that, that actually opened up the door for the 22 and the 9 to try and get something done. And because of that, the 4 already looking down low to try to get a little something right here. If Dirty Air was a thing, that would absolutely destroy the 4's momentum. But not in this game, unfortunately. Beatty is in P19 right here, and I'm assuming Brian SP is in... Well, we're on board with that. As it happened, unfortunately, Liv is out of this race, and unfortunately will be our first casualty in this event. So very unfortunate for him. So the 7 is out of this event. But plenty of racing left to go. We have an entire stage 2 left. Packers, though, biggest move for him. All the way up into stage point territory. Excellent job by him. Just minding his P's and Q's. Excellent work. We saw a little bit up the ways as I'm trying to go on board with Mike G. The 6 losing on out to the 20 as now the 20 is going to set his sights on the 1 just up the road right here. The 48, though, holding on tight to the 4. It's going to be a battle here for this stage victory. As Bass comes on around, we'll be able to see how many laps to go right here. Let's see. We have 10 laps to go, coming to 9 right now. So 9 laps to go in just stage 1. Plenty of time for all this to come undone for any one of these drivers. One mistake could mean your stage right here. The 4 going to slightly tap the bumper of the 48. And the 2 could have made a move right there on the 48, but decides he's going to run with his teammate right here. We have a little bit of lap traffic just up the way right here. That is the 14 of Brink. That may actually be a lap down here coming at the end of the stage. Like I said, that is P19, as the 7 of Liv is now going to be on out of this race. And because of that, the 4 is going to be down low. The 48 has to put up that, and a little bit of touch. They both touch right there, and that's going to send them both up the way. The 2 and the 4 are now going to be side by side, and that actually hurts both of them, as now the 22 and the 9 are going to be linked on up, and they are going to be drafting up to the way. The 4 making his statement early that he wants that lead, and unfortunately, a little bit of contact kind of causing both of them to go up the hill. All right, wow. So let's go back on board with the drivers in the back right here. The 20 starting to lose a little bit of ground to the 1 as he is actually just on the cusp of the draft of the 9 and the 22. But both of them are actually losing on out to the 00 of Just Ken. Going on board with the 38 as well. I do believe the 38 is just outside stage point territory. The 21 and the 2. Big momentum shift for our leaders, as the 14 of Brink is going to be put a lap down. He'll get the lucky dog here. Great news for him. But now that puts the 22 in danger of the 9 making the pass right here. If they can't actually link on up and get to that lead, that 22 is going to be like, hey, you know what? Maybe I want that spot. Or maybe you want that bottom lane. The 9 already getting a little slicey and dicey, like he wants to make the move. But lap traffic plays first, as the 14 is now going to be there. And the 9 is going to put a pincer move. The 14 is going to stay up high to stay on out of the way. Tip of the hat move to him. But the 9 trying to get that spot. The high side momentum is going to carry the 22 all the way down. But just look up ahead. We have a fight for the lead, as I'm trying to go on board with the 48. The massive block made by the 4. Absolute scenes right here, and we're coming to 4 laps to go in this stage. The 9 may have timed this out perfectly, as the more these guys battle, the top 3 battle, the 9 is just reeling them in right now. This is one of those occasions where the more you battle, the more time you save. Whew. Absolute scenes right here. We have the 48 still leading right here. The 4 and the 2 still trying to make something happen. But the 9 and the 22, here they come. They just need a couple more laps to get there. The more these guys battle, the more time that the 9 ekes on out. And just like that, battle, swap by the 4 and the 2. That position is now lost, and you will have one opportunity here, because this is 2 laps to go in order to get a little something done. The 4, though, leading the way. The 2 in P2 teammates now trying to lead the way right there. And the 9 still trying to eke it on out. This is 1 lap to go. The 48, oh, full send right there. Hardcore aggressive move by the 2 in order to get that position. You can expect the 2 to say, hey, I didn't appreciate that, and rough him on up in the future. The 4 is going to lose on out right there, and just like that, the 4, big squeeze by the 48, a little bit of touch right there, and coming on through the stage, and that will be 1 lap to go. I do believe so. I was actually 1 lap off. Oh, a big touch by the 4 and the 48, and the 9 and the 22 are there. Big move by the 48 in order to get the lead, actually in P2, and then the lead. And now the 2 and the 4 is going to lose on out on all of that position, as the 9 and 22 working scenes together. Going to have nowhere to go. And the 2, oh, bouncing off the apron. Never mind. The 9 is going to try to get there on the top side. Nope, the 2 is going to block, and that will be the stage. Wow. Or maybe not. Okay, maybe not. We maybe have one more. Okay. Apologies, guys. I guess I just don't have my lap count at all. We have one more. I was wrong the entire time. Apologies, guys. Top 6 all in a row right here. The 2 trying to make a little something happen. The 9 as well up top. Going to try to make something happen right here. Now this is the last lap. I know for sure. And there we go. I cannot count. I apologize, guys. I apologize. As we wait for all of our guys to cross the line right here, let's see what's going to happen with the stage. There we go. The stage is officially over. We're going to wait for the Discord to blow on up. Let's see what's going to happen. Final stage point, just outside, I should say, is Story Square. As everyone comes on around, big move. Packers is going to be the last person on the stage point territory. They're in P10. There's that 11 machine right there. I'm sure the 48 is going to defend himself right there. That is what we're looking at. The 14 of Brink is going to get the lucky dog. And as we go on through, let's take a look and see who is where. Well, we actually already saw that. The 48 on the top side with the stage 1 victory. The 2 P2. The 9 P3, BCom P4, looks like Xander is going to get P5 out of that, and just like that, the 21 already going to the bottom of the lane right there, the 8 of Hamilton. So on the top side, big moves by the top guys here, trying to make something happen. The 32 just almost wrecked it, being on the butter right there on the yellow line, and just like that, we have stage 2 underway. Almost going 3 wide. No, we are going to go 3 wide. The 8 trying to rim ride the top. The 21 down low. The 11's going to get knocked out of the way. The 32 is going to go down low. The 11's not going to go up high. The 8's in the wall up top. Big moves all the way around. And just like that, oh my goodness, the 00 also getting loose. That's going to open the door for the 20 to try to get on past. The 20, I think is lagging right there. Maybe not from his POV, but definitely is on ours. This 00 trying to make something happen on the 22, and just like that, oh my goodness, everyone getting on out of position right here, and we're seeing a little something happen. The 00 up in middle right there. The 6 is going to knocked out of the way, and now the 21 all the way down here. Oh my goodness, the big move by the 20 in order to make something happen, and now the 32 right below, and the 21's going to get in the door of the 00, but that's going to be momentum gain for the 00. He's going to try to get that position right here. He's going to use that draft. He's going to try to clear. The 21 still there though, and the 00 still on the top side, trying to make it something work. The 18 of Bassbuck also on the outside, trying to make something work, and that is in P13. He's going to try to clear the 11, who's still there, and he will finally do so, but he has to really woe it on down, because we have all about momentum gain right here at this early part of the stage. The 21 going to try to make a little something happen on the 32. The 32 is going to block the bottom, as he's entitled to do, and now we have a big old train right here. Big old wad in this race right here. Absolute scenes. Guys, make some noise. Who are you rooting for right now? Current leader is the 48 of Agent Orange, the 9 of Sauce P2, the 4 of BCom P3. That is our podium right now, with the 1 of Xander being P4. Whew. I want to take a moment. I want to hear what the 18 of Bassbuck is saying right now, because we do have in-race comms, so let's hear what they have to say. All right, well, never mind then. Always love it when people actually listen to the broadcast. They know exactly when I'm tuning on in. Because of that, well, the reason why we picked Bass right there is because he's actually the only person streaming right now. So he's actually the only person that I can actually turn to in order to listen in on comms. Sauce is not streaming, very surprisingly. So we actually have to do a little something here in order to try to make a little something happen. So as we go into stage 2 right here, we're going to be trying to see if anyone else is streaming. So give me 1 second. Let's see here. So as we rock on with our stage 2 right here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, my apologies. My mic was on mute the entire time. Thank you, Baseball Kid, for pointing that out. Big moves all the way around. The 2 in the 22 made a big spot, but we saw the 18 actually spin. That's why we're on board with him. I don't know how that was not a yellow. Him and the 00 somehow corrected each other. It's weird how it worked, but it did. Yeah, unfortunately, the 18 of Bassbuck, just nothing but bad luck so far this race. Stage 1 with a pit road speeding penalty, and now here we are at Atlanta, getting wrecked, but not really at the same time. It was the weirdest crash I've ever seen, pushing him back to P17. However, still a lot of racing to go here, because purely we saw before at the stage 1 pit stops, the sheer amount of people that got a speeding penalty, as well as how tight and close the field got to each other. So plenty of racing left to go. But yeah, oh my goodness me. All right, so as we come on around right now, we have, I do believe, if I saw correctly, 32 to go. This second pack is really starting to heat on up right now. That's why I'm still on board with them. You can see the front pack actually starting to break on up just a little bit. The one of Xander actually starting to lose them right there. We have 35 laps to go in this second stage. Definitely, we're going to be seeing some pit stops here in a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Let's see what the Discord has to say. Oh, looks like Cade decided to jump on in. I can't repeat that. The second pack, though, is starting to heat on up. The 00, who actually was involved in that 18 wreck, still up in here, trying to make that happen. But we actually do have a battle for the lead, or at least for P2, the 4 of B-Comp, down below, and he actually has found his teammate. That is why he made that move. So the 9 versus the 48 right here. Right there, the 9 is just going to back on off, knowing that, hey, you know what? This is not my battle right now. But because of that, he's going to lose a whole load of positions because of that slight momentum loss. The 22 trying to get around the 2, of course, in-game teammates. The 9 still, though, right there. The 4 now being on the inside of the 48. That momentum is going to shift back to the 48. Being actually on... with low draft actually allows for that high side to actually try to make something happen, but the side draft is going to be important, and the 4 is going to take the lead back. So excellent work by B-Comp in order to methodically work his way up here. The 2 is going to try to fill in that hole so the 48 can't just get down, and he will. Excellent work by him. The 22 as well is going to try to follow, and that 48 is going to go from the top all the way to the back, unless something actually can happen right here. As we can see in that second pack, actually, the 21 of Coyote taking the lead right here, and we can see the 6 and the 66 have actually teamed on up, so everyone, big moves right there. The 3 of GTR Beatty right there, trying to make a little something happen. We have the slight break in the pack, actually, so the more these guys battle, the more they actually lose time to one another. That first pack is still together again. The 21 now in P7, mind you. That is only P7, working his way back up through the field. I also do hope that someone is collecting stage results, please. I just want to give a reminder for that. Stage results, please, and full results. I do need them. Can't do points without them. But yes, as we come on around, pit stops are going to be quickly approaching for a lot of these guys. We're going to be also noticing a lot of people starting to loosen up their car. Usually you want to run a very tight setup around here at Atlanta. However, whether or not you're going to be racing in the draft or not is going to dictate your strategy in terms of what you want to... get for your car here. Because of that, we have a few different strategies that are in play for a lot of these guys. The 22 trying to make a little something happen on the 2 right here, but unfortunately no quite luck just yet. But he is going to get the run on the outside. The 2 is going to go down low, but he is going to be there. So the 22 is going to split up the teammates right here. And unfortunately, for the 4, he's going to be on out of another teammate here. Very tactical, that what we're seeing here. But, like I said, depending on if you're going to be running by yourself, so like the 18 of Bass may want to consider loosening up his car. If you're in the draft, you want to tighten it up because you are choking on up a little bit more for the person in front of you. So because of that, it's very interesting to see how these guys are going to be dictating their strategy here. The 22 can decide to go on below the 4, but he decided against it. The 9 right behind though in P3. Like I said, that is last week's winner. Trying to make a little something happen. Oh man, but yeah, because of that, the 4, the 22, all of these guys trying to make some headway here. The 4 is actually going to voluntarily take the high side. That is indicative to me that these guys are trying to pit a little bit later here. 4 laps of fuel left on the 18's dash. So these guys are going to be pitting here sooner rather than later. And I think from stage 1, people are going to be trying to pit later, as that was the strategy that ended up winning the stage. Though this is going to definitely change as we go into stage 3, where you basically have to pit halfway, and well, as we all know, pitting halfway is probably the best strategy when it comes to just getting a nice clean entry and exit. So because of that, not seeing anyone make a sharp left yet. We're going to be on board with Hamilton here to see if there's anything crazy happening. Anyone signaling? Oh, actually, no. It looks like the 8 was actually the first one to come on down. So the 8 is going to take a little bit of something here. It looks like the 18 and the 38 are both going to do the same thing. So a little bit of strategy. Oh, play. And there actually was a couple people before. Looks like the 6 as well as the 32 were the ones that come out before. Now we see the 48 and the 4. Both of these guys are going to be coming on down. This time, no one else signaling, though. So now that leaves a 2 and the 1 having to give way right here. The 4 definitely has to watch on out because of how aggressive you can be on the pits. The 3 as well coming on down. The 11 of Packers, that may have been a speeding penalty for the 11, though. We'll have to take a look at that. Unfortunate for him. No such penalty this time for the 18, so he is going to be A-okay in terms of his performance so far this stage. There goes the 3 already hitting his box. A lot of people now hitting their hitting their objective here. Looks like the 00 not pitting. He's the only one that is not. Everyone else is, so everyone's going to have to play a little bit of a catch-up game here, and that is actually going to put the leader to the 1. Let's actually go on board with him for a hot second. There's the 4 B comp that's about to exit his box. There is the 1 who is our leader. Will we see him pit this time? Yes, we will. So the 1 is going to be pitting this time. Looks like the 00 as well, maybe the 36 as well behind. So let's take a look at this. This entry right here, the 1 has been known to push the envelope when it comes to the pit entry, and he will hit it marvelously. Now, here is the pack right here. Looks like the 11 did not speed. Excellent work by him in order to really hit that aggressive mark with his entry and still be able to maintain speed. The 8, though, because of where he pit and when he pit, he's actually able to still be in the lead draft with a lot of these guys, so he's actually going to be in the running right here. Oh, big move by the 2 in order to go around and actually still hit that blend line just marvelously. The 21, though, is going to get on up, and right here, the 4 is going to get kicked out of the line. The 9 right there, big ol' wreck! Oh my goodness me, that is actually a lag spike by the 9. Oh my goodness, what the heck just happened? Will we see a caution from that? No, we will not, but... Oh, maybe we will. Nope, yes we will. My goodness me, what the heck just happened? We saw some lag, and then all of a sudden, coming on through, maybe we can get some insight from the 9 of Sauce, who is typing in the Discord right now. Oh, it was just a simple mistake. It looks like the 9 was moving low to try to pass. Didn't realize that the 4 was already down low. And unfortunately, that's going to kill both of them. They're now all the way in the back of this pack. And unfortunately, the 11 of Packers got caught up in it as well. These guys are going to be pitting here. I'm sure, again, maybe except for the like the 1, the 00, the people that just came off the pit road. Some people pitting, some not. Interesting strategy there. So some people are going to be getting some points right here if we finish exactly where these guys are. The 66 is the last person to not pit right here. That is the 66 of Chapman there in P10. He's going to automatically hit the bottom as he is now trying to shift up through the gears and get into position right here. So, oh, big move. The 21 getting hit by the 6 right there. That is his teammate, mind you. And now the 8 down low. The 6 moving up high to try to work with him. The 8's just going to be like, hey, thank you, man, for getting out of the way. I'll take that. 3 wide in the back of this pack. The 6-6 is going to get kicked out of the lane right there. We're going to see more 3 wide action in this pack. The 9 going to get kicked on out of the way. And unfortunate for him, he is going to go into the back of this stage. No harm, no foul, though, as he is going to be, he's one of the faster guys here, and he is going to be, I'm sure, back up in that lead pack here sooner rather than later. The 18, though, still trying to work his way back up through the field. He's going to hit, actually, his mark right there, the 36, hitting the 38 out of the draft right there, and the 9 trying to make his way back forward again. The 21, though, after that early spout, trying to make his way back forward. The 20 looking down low. The 6-6, nowhere to go there. The 18 up high, really liking his arc through there, and that momentum shift will shift to the top side here, so that actually could benefit him very much so, as we are now seeing the 21 getting the spot on the 6 right there. Like I said, that is teammate work right there, and we're seeing a little bit of jostling for position up towards the top as well. We see the 32 getting kicked out of the way. The 8, oh, getting loose right there. The 21 is going to get a little contact being made right there. Oh, looseness. The 66 as well. The 20 is going to say, thank you. I'll take the top right there and try to work his way around. Like I said, this can actually work as the momentum will shift to the top side. The 21 is going to go down low. Look at this draft that the 20 is going to get absolute scenes right here. If he can clear the 21, he could be golden. And he, oh, will not. The 21 is going to say, no, man, you were there. Oh, my goodness. Very, very close to working, but it's the thought that counts at the end of the day. The 32 of Story Square, though, is right there in P6, and we're seeing, we see a little bit of contact as well behind these guys. The 18 down low. Like I said, he's trying to get that momentum, but he is in the preferred lane right now. The 20 needs to clear again. No such luck on this occasion. Trying to get some stage points here. And we're seeing the 20 go up the hill. A little bit of contact there. Again, no harm, no foul. Let's go check on in with our front pack, though. Here's the 4 as well, trying to get a little something here at the end of this stage. Unfortunate for him. Here is our front pack, the 1 here. Of course, that is, well, not Scout. That is RS Meatwagon. Excellent job by him. Well-timed yellow. Actually suited him just fine. And with that, we see the top 3 breakaway, and then P4 of Agent Orange, our Stage 1 winner, try to get up towards the front. And then the 22 of Cyber came so close to getting it. Oh, but big old wreck in the back. The 4 is going to be spinning. Everyone's going to be spinning. And that will be a yellow. Oh my goodness. What the heck just happened there? Contact being made. Tempers are flaring. Maybe Vaspa can offer a view on what just happened. Let's see here. No, he was in front of it as it happened, so that was just a big old wreck. Maybe lag, I'm not quite sure. Maybe someone can offer me a little bit of maybe a little bit of insight there. I'm not quite sure what happened, but yes, insane. So these guys are going to be pitting here. Very curious as to what strategy they're going to be on. So we're on board with Coyote. Let's go on board with the 1. Looks like a lot of people took 2, maybe took 4. But we are looking at the laps winding on down here for this stage. In fact, actually, only 10 laps to go in this stage right here. You do not want to be on the outside, as you can clearly tell. You want to quickly get down to the bottom as quickly as possible. The 9 looks like took 2 right there. Looks like the 4 is very upset with the 9. So we'll have to see what's happening there. To see if there's a little something brewing right there. The 4 is just going to say thank you. That's 4 spots right there. All the way in the back right there. So we're seeing a little bit of conundrum happening all the way through the running order. The 48. Oh my goodness me. The 2 forcing his way on in. The 8 being very, very kind and saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to let you on in right here. Now the 8 is not going to be so kind and saying, no, man, you're up high. I'm going to take the spot right here in the 2. A little bit of tap for good measure, saying, hey, you know what? I didn't appreciate what you did last lap. And now the 8 is going to take that spot. Trying to get that right there, the 9. Also being very, very aggressive and almost going 3 wide. Big move by the 48 to take P2, and now this is going to be a big old battle here as the 8 now is going to have a big run on the 00. The 9 right behind, making his way forward. The 4 as well making his way forward. I wonder what happens when the 4 meets the 9 again, because like I said, we only have we have one more stage after this. Still a lot more racing left to go, and because of that, we have big battles all the way around. The 21 trying to get underneath his teammate in the 2. The 18 also on the outside. Like I said, momentum's 21. Definitely looking a little bit stout right there. The 3 though, with the 38, the 11, or sorry, the 4 and the 22 right behind. Looks like Cyber got caught up in that. The 1 is going to hit the wall right there, and now that's going to be position lost by the 48. The 00, the 8, all the way down. The 1's going to try to close on in and get below, but unfortunately, at this point in the stage, you essentially have to earn it. Oh my goodness. Well, there we go. He earned it. Okay, cool. Quickly, as a whistle right there, the 20 also getting a little aggressive with the 32 right there. The 2 and the 21 behind. We see a lot of positions being gained and lost right here. The 18 as well trying to make the top side work. The 4 as well making his way up through the field again. Like I said, being caught up in that wreck. I'm not quite sure what happened in order to bring out that yellow, but we just know that a little something did happen. The 00 just can trying to make a little bit work on the outside, or on the inside I should say. The 48 on the outside, nowhere to really go. And we have the 1, the 8 all the way then trying to fill on in the gap, but the 48 will. I think that was a little bit of team game by the 1 saying, hey, you know what, no, you can get on in. You can get on in, it's fine. How many laps to go? We have 4 laps to go in this stage. The 48 getting a little bit impatient though, getting a little tap on the back of the bumper, just saying, hey, you know what, I'm there. The 8, though, going to lead to the outside. The 20 making the move. The 48 down low. The 00 is going to block. The 1 trying to get the slow and fast out approach. The 20 is coming, though. What is the 20 going to do? Mike G getting a little antsy up here, trying to get that win. Getting a little slick back here as well. People getting loose. People trying to get a lot of time under their belt. This could be tasty. 3 laps to go. The 48 now building up a run, trying to get down low. The 00 is going to not give a whole lot, but there he goes. He has to give the space now. No, he doesn't. He's not there. He's not clear. Oh my goodness me. Big checkup by the bottom. If you wanted to run the top, this would be a perfect time for it. The 8, though, of Hamilton, you actually look like I said, you actually see a lot of those guys as well trying to get to the bottom. The 4 being being kicked on out right there. We can see that he's now going to be in the back of this pack, trying to get a little bit of stage points here. The 18, oh, down low, we have the 48 being blocked down low to the 8, and the 00 is going to be there. Big old tap by the 00, and now that's going to be curtains for the 48's chance at the stage. Oh my goodness me, and going to hold it nice and steady though, and now the 48, unfortunately, will be on out of position right there. He's going to be forced 3 wide. The 32 tapping the wall, and because of that is going to get kicked on out of the top 10. Because of that, the 20 though, will he be as forgiving? The 00 blocking him all the way down to the apron. There was contact there at the end of that whole conundrum, and now the 20. I think this is the last lap. I've been wrong before in stage 1. Will we see a march by the 20 right here? Maybe no. The 00 of Just Kent winning the stage. Gonna throw out my voice here. We have Sparks in the chat. Let's see here. Just Ken saying what's happening with the 48. The 48 is also blaming the 00. Let's see how that unfolds here. Oh man. Sparks. Stage results, please and thank you. Alright, well, hopefully people got them. No one really gaining or losing a whole lot of spots here, so we can actually basically see how everyone got the stage results. Just Ken, though, is going to restart with the lead. We have everyone going to the bottom right there. A little bit of grass in the back right there. Looks like the 3 and the 38 also being kicked on out of the lane right there. The 38 trying to get back in. The 4 is going to get him right there at the line. The 20 going to try to build up a run on the 00. This is stage 3 here, folks. Last opportunity to make something happen. The 48 and the 18 trying to battle it on out. The 48 now in the back of this pack, trying to make something happen. The 14, oh my goodness me, going through pass through the grass. The 66 going to get kicked out of the way. The 36 as well. All of these guys still in the back of this pack, trying to make something happen. The 20 of Mike G, trying to as well make something happen right here. The 9 on the outside, absolute scenes. So. As is tradition here, I'm going to go on board with let's go on board with the 00 of Just Ken, who is our leader right here. However, I think I went past him already. The 00 of Just Ken here, and let's I'm going to take a quick break. Whew. I like that. Whopper, 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 whopper. Yeah, cue the BK commercial. I like that. That's funny. But yeah, it's also been one of my things is that like as soon as I go and get I go and take a break there, I always am on board with the person that like wrecks. So I wanted to go on board with our leader here, Just Ken, and I'm just like, please don't let it be, please don't let it be. So far so good. We have the 48 who is trying to make a little something work on the outside. The 9 of sauce right behind him. This is P11, mind you. P11, P12 being sauce, P13 being story square, 14 being blackout, and 15th being monster. Top 15 breakaway, the 66 being P16. We have P17 being Brian SP, P18 being Brink, and it looks like P19 being Packers. Not quite sure what happened to him. Let's see here. So we have the top spots that are starting to break up a little bit, though. 38 making the move on the 6 right here. Excellent move by him. He's going to dive it on down, try to get underneath. Big move by him. The 20 may also have a run on the 00. We've seen that long runs may not be the best thing for a lot of these guys right here, but it's actually proven to be quite good for like the 8. The 21 as well. Going to try to get below, and he's going to force his way on up. Bit of a wall touch by the 8 right there. The 21 absolutely forcing his way underneath, and that 8 is going to go to the rear of this pack unless he can find a little a little hole in between. Maybe in front of the 48. We'll have to check on out here. But the topside momentum is going to shift. No, never mind. It's going to shift to the bottom as they're snaking right now. We're seeing a lot of these guys start to work against the grain. We have normally the topside being the momentum shift on the backstretch, but now, as you can see, with them snaking like that, it's actually creating a bit of kerfuffle there on the bottom. Technically, it is faster to run the top and then shift down to the bottom on corner entry. But because of that, I think we have another DNF? No, I thought we did. But because of where the 00 is, it is so hard to plant your car on that top side. In fact, because of that, they're running a very shallow line here. And because of that, they're actually running slower lap times. It's very interesting how all of this is unfurling here. But essentially, you have to really, really plan out your mode of attack. The 21 doing just that. And he is actually going to be now below the 1. Now the 20 is going to try to block that run and try to get the 1 a little bit of space and draft. But unfortunately, the 21, just by virtue of being in the preferred lane, is going to probably take the spot. But the 1 doing an excellent job and staying on the top right there. That just shows the pace that 1 has. But draft numbers are not working with the 1 here. In fact, a little bit of stack up actually may prove to be the 21's undoing. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, though. If you have a good car on the top side, you can get it done. This track actually can work on both top and bottom. But people want to run the bottom, as naturally it is the quickest way around. But by what the 1 just did right there, you can see that he gained on corner entry. And because of that, he is actually running a faster line. But because of where everyone's positioned, it's so hard for him to gain a run. Watch the 1 right here. Let's actually go on board with the 1 right here, just so I can actually show you what I'm talking about. From the top to bottom cam. Well, never mind, actually, as he's now on the bottom of this right here. Oh my goodness me. Bit of a contact right there between the 8 and the 4. That's going to create a bit of a conundrum right back here. That is for P8. 48 trying to get to the bottom. Big checkup by the 38, who is trying to get in front of the 4. Oh my goodness me. No one wanted to lift right there. And we just saw that happen live, folks. The 4 trying to get on in. The story square will let him in right there. And he's not out of it yet. Oh my goodness me. This race is far from over. You can see right now the 21 is trying to get in front of both the 20 and the 00. But because of that, we have one more pit stop to go. And I'm seeing from Bass's on board, we have about 13 laps to go in their tank of fuel. And because of how many laps to go, which is... Never mind, I guess it glitched on out. I'll have to get it the next lap. Let's see how many laps to go next time by. The 21 is trying to get past the 20 by virtue of his teammate. He is actually there. The 20 is going to have to give a little bit of space. Oh, Bill, a little bit of contact. The 21 saying he's there. Very, very tight, but no contact, actually. Because of that, oh my goodness me. We have the two cars right here trying to battle for P2. The 20 again proving to be a formidable foe. Let's actually go on board with the 20 here. Mike G, eventually we'll get to him. Just to illustrate what I'm talking about with running the topside, you can just see how much you gain on corner entry, but because of the draft kicking back in on corner exit, you can see he loses that all the way through the front stretch, the quad oval especially right here. The 22 is Cyber as well, making a great comeback right here. The 20 losing a little bit of draft right there. He's going to just slide on in and take P5 right there. Excellent work by him. Now, what will this mean for our leader of the 00? The 00 of Just Ken kind of being by himself right now. He's actually not with a team, mind you, so he's actually kind of running a very lonely race. The 22 also going to almost get kicked out of line right there. The 20 not quite having the momentum in order to shift on through. Big run, though, by the 8 right behind. He's actually running the top side, and he's actually making it work. A little bit of contact by the 4, who, remember, was up into the wall. Actually, the 8 ball, though he has the pace, he is currently in P8. One more pit stop, though, could mean all the difference. Okay, we're going to be finding out what the... the 4 is saying no. Hey, you know what? I wanted that spot, but he was not clear. And again, I missed how many laps to go because I was focusing on this battle right here. The 4 wants that bottom, and he will not be denied, but he is being denied as the 18 is there. Big checkup by the 21 as we see a huge checkup as the 00 is hardcore blocking. The 18 is going to get to the outside. Look at all the positions he's going to gain, but will he hold it? I'm not. 21 is being like, all right, come on, man. Blocking like that, absolute scenes. The 18, though, and he will. That is going to be a net gain of 2 positions for the 18 of Bass. No such luck in the stages. He may find it here in the race. Whew. I'm getting worn out by this race, and I'm not even down there. 7 laps to go in fuel, 34 total for the race. Depending on if we get yellows, we may see a little bit of strategy here. Yes, Siri, I totally meant that. Get out of here. What? It's like searching like 34 total. What? Okay, cool. Alright, anyway, sorry, off track there. Get out of here, Siri, I don't care. I don't think I've ever had that happen. That's insane. Getting back to it, though, this front pack is really starting to spread on out. You can see that they are no longer... as well formed as they once were. The 22 getting a little bit of bumper touch to the 12 to the 2 right here. The 21 as well trying to make a little something happen. The 00 putting the 21 on the grass. A little bit of contact by the 2 and the 21. I'm sure that, hey, you know, the 21 is kind of fed up with the 00's antics. We'll have to see what is going to happen here come pit stops, because the 00 not making friends, and the way that they're running the Talladega line around here, oh my goodness me. A little bit of positions in the back being lost right here. They're actually, funnily enough, the 66 and the 3 lost this pack, but by virtue of the antics that are being played up here in the front, they're actually closing on in. So don't count out that 66 or 3 quite yet, as we are far from over. Who will we see? By them running this this Talladega line, I am not liking how we are getting this close to pit stops and people are running that bottom lane. It's going to become very, very clear that people are going to have to start pitting here, and it's going to be really unclear on who's pitting and who's not. I'm hoping that everyone moves on up as people are starting to pit more often. Will we see anyone pit this time? I don't think so. But yes, this. Well, there we go. Looks like the 38 and 66 are going to be pitting this time, and they made that perfectly clear that they are pitting. Let's see. They're going to be coming on down. No one hitting the butter and spinning quite yet. So excellent work by them. But as we're seeing right here, with 29 to go, we're going to be seeing a lot of these guys come on down this time. Who will we see? The 00 is going to be taking that hard left. The 20 as well. Looks like they're going to be the only ones. Looks like the 8 as well will be right behind. So who will hit the butter? Will we see anyone? Oh, the 20 looks like as well getting down pit lane. So we're going to be taking a look on that. Looks like the 38 as well going to be hitting his box, about to exit here soon. There is our guys right there. It's all going to be left to the teams. What will we see here? Probably the rest of the teams coming on down. This time looks like the 9 and the 1. Everyone but the 9 and the 1, and maybe the 6 as well. These guys doing an excellent job in terms of fuel save, but they are going to be one big pack. Everyone's going to have to slow on down a little bit earlier than normal, and just like that, very, very nice. The 48 and the 4. Don't think they sped because everyone was super cautious coming on down. Checking to see where the 20 is going to... Oh, looks like the 00 is going to jump them. The 11, though, already on pit lane. Same thing with the 36. These guys as well kind of being by the lonesome. Here's the 66 that was pitting the lap before. Where is he going to come on out with? The 38 right behind. He's going to jump the 3, who he was just on board with right there. He's going to jump the 8. He's going to be with the 20. So, excellent work by them. So, we have seen that the earlier you pit, the more advantage you gain. But the later you pit, the better tires you have on the long run. So we're going to see this right here. Looks like the 2 is actually going to jump the 21. And by virtue of that, we're going to be seeing all of these guys coming on down and through. The 00 should retake the lead. Looks like the 18 and the 48 are still side by side with one another. They're yet to ghost. And you can see right there, the 32 is going to try and get up in front of that. And oh, but the 4 is there already. Very, very aggressive by the 4 to take the spot on the 18 right there. But this race is far from over here, ladies and gentlemen, because we have the 1 and the 9 who have pit late. But look at this pack. By virtue of them pitting late, look at all the time they are losing, spot after spot, going on down the toilet all the way through. The 14 of Brink is going to be a lap down. A little bit of contact being made. Oh my goodness, that could have been bad right there. But the 14 is unfortunately a lap down. He is not in contention for this win, but we are getting close to who will be the top dog here. 25 laps to go for this lead pack. The 4 B-Comp, actually, we actually saw from the 18's POV, got held up by the 32 of Story Square. That's going to allow for the 18 to kind of get on past both of them, as now he is on the inside of the 32. Right behind him is the 8 of Hamilton. Right in front of him is his teammate of Xander, who was the first one off pit road from the last group of pit stops. He has the freshest tires, but look at all the traffic he's behind right now. Absolute scenes, and this is P9 right here, so he has a lot of work to do. Very, very close. The 22 is going to try to go below the 48, and he will be... Oh no, the 22 backs out at the last possible second. A little bit of apron touching by these guys right here. This is scenes right here. The 48 getting down low, hitting the... not hitting, but forcing the 38 out of the way. The 66 is going to be next right here. Eventually, these tires will wear on out, and we will see these guys start to even on out. The 2, what will he do against the 00? This is the 21's teammate. Reminder, he was P3 for the longest time. Will he be as forgiving with the 00? The 00 already hardcore blocking Will we see anyone try to get a little aggressive now to go for the lead? The 2 is just saying, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to go around him. And he does! Oh my goodness me! He just does it! Absolute scenes. He just absolutely just said, you know what? I'm not going to pass you on the bottom. I'm just going to go around you the top. Excellent work by the 2. Now, what will we see for the 20? The 20 just said, hey, you know what? I like what he did. What will he do now? Will he try to go around on the top side? Excellent work by the 2. Being able to go and get that spot. Will we see the 00 put up a little bit of challenge? Because remember, the 2 actually looks like a little bit faster car than the 00. Absolute scenes here that we're witnessing. Just checking on in with the rest of this pack. Looks like 48. Oh, bad block right there. The 4. Oh, big wreck! Big wreck right there. Coming up through the turn 4, and that will be a yellow. Oh my goodness. Big wreck. Coming on through, and just after the 2 took the lead as well. Coming on through, this is definitely going to put tires and fuel at ease right here in case that was ever an issue. Let's see right here. Bassbook is typing. We'll have to see what BComp as well is saying. That was honestly a mistake. Absolute ownage by him right there. I'm sure the 4 is just saying, oh, come on, man. He's being caught on up with a few wrecks now. Coming back up on track, we'll have to see what they have to say. Whew. Looks like the 8 is out of this race. Unfortunate for him. Okay, not quite sure what happened there, but we're back green here. The 2 is now the leader, and the 00 is going to be finding himself a very lonely guy on that top side. We're seeing the 21, the 20, all down here on the bottom. And we're already wrecking back there? Oh, it looks like at least the 14 was. But let's see. All the way through this field, the 00 still trying to find a hole to sloop on in. Sloop? That's not a word. We'll have to see, though. As we come on through, that we have only a few more cars left to go. Sorry, just checking up on something. The 48. Oh, big move by the 20 and the 00 all the way up top as well. What happened here? Actually, I actually missed that. I was on board with the 48, but I was looking at the Discord. Let's take a look at that from our POV right here, just to see what even happened. Looks like the 20 went down low, the 21 blocked, and the 48 just said, hey, thank you, man, I'll just take it. Absolute scenes right there. Hey, you know what? It works. If it works, it works. So because of that, the 48 now automatically going to get put to the outside, but he's going to find a home just behind his teammate in the 1 right there. And you can just see that the amount of stack-ups right here is insane. Absolute scenes right here for Atlanta. The 20, I think I just took away from that. Big wreck down the front stretch. Looks like that is the 20 as well as the 9. Coming on through, will we have a caution? No, we will not. No caution from that. Unfortunately, the 20 got caught on up. Let's take a look from Bass's POV in case we caught that. Looks like a big choke on up right here. Looks like the 32 hit the 9, or sorry, hit the 20, which hit the 9, and it was just downhill from there. The 4 as well being caught up in another of those instances, and because of that, no caution. We're on board with the 66 of Chapman right here, trying to make a little something work. This is going to be a team podium if they actually hold this way. So I don't know if they're willing to just let it ride right now, but absolute scenes right here at Atlanta. Let's check on in with these guys. Here's the 9 of Sauce right here. He does have a win on the board, so he doesn't quite have to worry about points. But for someone like... well, not the 8, but the 20 of Mike G, he does. He was actually in last week's race, so he does not have to worry about as many points, but still, he is only 7 points above the cut entering this race right now. So let's check on in with our leaders right here. Here's the 11 of Packers, who is currently P13, P14 being Brian, P15 being Blackout right there. So bit of a uphill and downhill race here. And as we come on around, I'll see how many laps to go. As you can see, a lot of slicing and dicing. The low draft is definitely starting to be a factor here. The one being pushed out of the way, and you can just see that he's trying desperately to get and find a hole. Like I said many times earlier in the race, you have to plan your runs accordingly and at least have a backup plan should it fail. I missed how many laps to go. Actually, no, I'll just rewind it. Screw it. Let's see here. We have 10 laps to go in this race, coming to 9 to go this time. You can see the 2 is going to be heart pounding right now. He is trying to go and win this race. But at the same time, a lot of these guys want to go and win this race. This is their home race after all. The 48 definitely wants to go get that done. Hitting the grass right here, we see a little bit of a conundrum happening just up in front right there. The 4 and the 1, absolute scenes of 38. A monster is going to hit the apron right there. What the heck happened there? So we're on board with B-Comp. Let's take a look and see from Bassbuck's POV. So we have the 4 who is behind the 18, the 00 and the 1 getting into the 38 as well, kind of bouncing all the way around. The 4 was 3 wide, he was there, and the 1 just did not give him enough space. The 4 was there though, and the 11's going to say, thank you, man, I'll take 3 spots for the price of 1. Packers sneaking on in with a very sneaky top 10 right now, but absolute scenes. We're seeing that there's the 9 of Sauce, the 38 of Monster as well, trying to make his way back forward. The 3 of Beatty trying to get below the 32, and this is, oh my goodness, just the people bouncing off each other. The 4 was just saying, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go gun ho for it. 2 drivers out of this race. Like I said, the 8 is now joining that progress. So looks like oh my goodness, as everyone is running the Talladega line right now. I don't like that. I do not like that, because that just slows down the entire pack, and you can just see that with everyone being on the inside, it actually does not allow for a lot of successful passing, I will say. 6 laps to go though. This race is ticking on down. We have the 2, the 21 of Coyote, as well as the 48 of Agent Orange. Let's go on board with the 48 here. What's going to happen here? Only so many places you can go, and only so many places you can hide. Coming to 5 to go. Big checkup right here to try and build up a run. The 21 though is going. It looks like he will. Oh nope, never mind. He's not. The 48 though is going to go on through the 21, putting it exactly where he needs to. But try something. If you're just gonna keep following the leader, you're just gonna end up doing that. Let's see right here. We have the 3 getting out of line right there. I'm not quite sure what happened there. The 4 B-Comp as well, trying to get to the bottom, but he's going to get choked on up by the 3. 4 laps to go. Try something. If you're just going to keep going to the bottom, you're running out of laps. The 22, the 32, the 66, the 00. Try the outside line. I'm begging. Please. Checking on in with the second pack right here, we have the 1 and the 11 battling for P10. The 18 as well, kind of following. The 32 just up ahead, getting kicked out of line. 3 laps to go, though. 32 is Story Score trying to find the inside. Unfortunately, he's not going to be denied by the 3. Like I said, try something. 3 laps to go. Obviously, the bottom is not working. Try the top side. Try to make it work. It may not work, but hey, you know what? At least you can say you tried. Top 4 breakaway right here as the 00 has made his way up into the top 5. Absolute carnage. And this is only low draft. Imagine this was normal. The 21 acting as the rear gunner for the 2 right here. Speaking of 2 laps to go. The 48 to the outside. Try to wind it on up for a good run. What's going to happen here? Nothing yet. They are putting themselves exactly where they need to. Try something. Please. I'm begging you. Oh my goodness. The 2 and the 21. Excellent teamwork between these 2. Acting as the rear gunner, like I said. The double zero making its way up into P5. Now, finally, people making their way to the outside. Just like that, the 48 is going to get there. The 21 still on the bottom. The 22 as well, down low. But they will have one more opportunity. What is going to happen here? Coming into turn 3, turn 4 complex. 2 is going to hold his own, and he will get the win unless the 21 can try to make something happen. No, he won't. The 21 coming to the line will get P2, and the 22 will get P3. Big wreck by the 32 and the 18 back there. Bassbuck, we're seeing right here, will get P12 out of that. Absolute scenes. I'm expecting the Discord to blow up. Several people are typing. You know it's going to be a fun night when we see that. Whew. Oh my goodness me. Please get full results. Please get full results. Oh my goodness. Excellent work by the 2 of Gotham, the 21 of Coyote, and the 22 of Cyber. Excellent work by them. Oh. All these guys. Mike G, of course, upset that he got blocked, and then absolute scenes. Fast slap goes to Mike G with a 29.135. Second fastest goes to with a 165 of Coyote. Excellent work by them. Let's get our top 3 up in here, and let's talk about it. So I'm going to mute myself for a hot second. I'll be right back. I'm still working on it. I'm sorry. I'm still working on it. Oh, all right, we're back. So as we wait for our top 3 to go up in here, as is tradition, we're going to go through the full results. Let's hang on. Let's start with a Bassbuck stream. I think he already ended it. Let's go back to that. Let's see here. If it would ever load for me. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hang on. And with that coming on through, P3, of course, is Cyber. P4, Agent Orange. P5, Beatty. P6 is Xander. P7 is going to be B-Comp. P8 is going to be Just Ken. P9 is going to be Chapman. P10 is going to be Story Square. P11 is going to be Packers. P12 is going to be Bassbuck. Blackout P13, Brian SB P14, Monster P15, Brink P16, Mike G P17, and Sauce P18. Our DNFs in that order is going to be Hamilton and Liv in that order. So I do believe we have everyone up in here. Yes, we do. So we can actually get this thing started. Oh my goodness me. I'm worn out. I feel like I've been worn out ever since we started Challenger, and I'm not even down there racing. Cyber, we're gonna start with you, man. Very up and down race for Daytona last week, and now here we are at Atlanta. Tons of challenges being thrown your way, and because of that, not quite the stage results that you may have wanted, but here you are up in P3. Just what was it like down there?
Um, Usual typical Atlanta, like it is always, with just how good the draft is. Like you can just close it from a guy from like 2/10, and you're just right behind the bumper entering the corner. Really insane and wild, I would say at least. I mean, it's usual for Atlanta around here, like I said. The stages, I was okay where I was at. I mean, I was just trying to regain back from what happened last week at Daytona. I was able to do that in stage one. Stage two, I mean, I had it going, but then that one caution kind of put me in the barn burner. And then stage three, I mean, I just stayed pretty much patient with how the lines were moving, et cetera, and just found myself near the front on that last round of pit stops. Could have wished I could have had a shot at it, but kind of made a mistake late in the going with the apex in three and four, and just had to get back in line, and then somehow found myself back up there. Could have had a shot, but kind of already knew what my bet was. But I'll take a paid three all day to recover from Daytona last week.
Of course. It seems to be your moniker nowadays that you kind of start out the season with a little bit of a rough patch every now and then. We've seen it multiple times that you've actually started the season either on the cut or just below it. And this season is no different. You're 5 points above the cut entering this event. Actually, no, sorry, 6 points above the cut because Chibi is no longer with us. 6 points above the cut. And here we are in P3 here tonight. I mean, again, with everything that happened, would you consider this a successful race?
Yeah, successful race for sure because I was able to, like you said, from last week Daytona, gain back kind of what I lost out on last week and just stayed in the top 10 pretty much the whole race I can.
There we go. And just like that, we have Cyber. Congrats on the P3. We're going to be moving to P2 here. Actually, all three of these guys are actually in game Penske affiliates. I think that's funny. So let's go on to P2 here. De Benedetto, wherever he is. There he is. Coyote, man, you got a copy?
Sure do.
All right. Well, again, much like Cyber, very up and down race. It started off clean and green with a Team Factory top five, but as the pit stops started unfurling and the stages started clicking on by, the laps started going on by, you guys kind of started drifting apart. You and Gotham found each other towards the middle of stage two, and then obviously towards stage three, and were able to lead the charge up to the pack. Was that? I mean, and it was going to sound weird, but like that wasn't planned, right? Because it seemed like you two were just. I mean, I can guarantee you probably were in a party chat with one another. I don't want to get that twisted, but it seemed like it was like you two that were like perfect out there. Everyone else had a little bit of problems.
Yeah, I mean the car was good, but I mean like Cyber was saying, it's so draft dependent. Stage one, yeah, we've qualified top five running there. Had a little friendly fire, got ran over by a teammate coming to pit road, and then we had to separate, but kind of came back, clawed our way back in stage two, and then stage three, I got hooked up with Godim, and I was just really, playing the team game. I mean, that's what this league is about, as we found out last season. So here it is, beat my meat. So yeah, that's pretty much how it went. I will say, I gotta say, I do want to apologize to Mike G. I gave a pretty hard block there, but really in this league, if you're not aggressive, you're not going to go anywhere, which I found out. So unfortunately, I'm probably pissing people off, and I might have it coming to me, and that's okay. That's just the way it goes here.
Well,
Happy for
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What was that?
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just about to say because we have Team Factory 1-2. We saw that right before the Stage 3 yellow came on out. That
the 00 was running the Talladega line, and the 2 was just able to just drive around him like it was like he was standing still. I'm curious as to if that was just like a spur of the moment thing, because essentially that kind of paved the way for victory. Where what was the plan though? Come after the yellow, was it just like, you know what, I'm going to try to go for it, or was it just I'm just going to plant myself right here?
Once we got in line and I got behind Gotti, I was just pretty much in protection mode, content with just running to the to the checkered flag in second there. So that's pretty much that.
Well, there we go. With that, Coyote, though, excellent job. Again, much like we had in with Cyber, not the Daytona race that you would have wanted, but kind of turning it, kind of turning it around here at Atlanta. Excellent work, man.
Thank you.
So let's go to the man of the hour right here. Got him. Brad Keselowski, where are you at? I can't. There we go. I can't do it, my ABCs. Got him. Brand new to the league. Well, not brand new. This is your second race, technically. Brought on in from like Coyote, Beacon, Memory, and all of them, in order to come on through and show what he's got. And much like we've seen at Daytona, like I said, having, like I said in the broadcast, I should say, a very strong start. Here we are with your first win, man. How do you feel? Oh, oh man, taken out of my own speech right there. I always say that. Friends are where you find them, especially as pit stops were unfolding. Much like I was telling Coyote, it seemed like all according to plan. The top five in qualifying was the top five in the race up until pit stops started happening. And then I'm just wondering, could you just maybe let us in just a little bit on what the team chat was like as you guys were trying to find each other throughout the entirety of the rest of the race? Gotcha. Well, there we go. Excellent work. Beautifully played all the way around. And just like that, you actually earned your way into the playoffs. Very, very tight all the way around. But these three guys were able to go and get it done. Got him with the. That's how you say it, right? Got him? All right. I just wanted to make sure because I've heard there's a lot of different ways to pronounce that. I just want to know the correct one. All right, so got him. Excellent job. He did indeed prove to be his name right here, and he got the rest of the field and his dub here in his second start in the league. Coyote, P2 excellent points all the way around, points day, and Cyber rebound from Daytona, and looking to be the only person to consecutively be in the Final Four. We'll have to see how that's going to turn out. Plenty of season left to go. And with that, we're going to close on out for tonight. That completes the race week, and we'll see you all on the next one. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.